Here we go again. Today it's Thursday, May 30, 2024. I have removed the water pump, the engine oil heat exchanger from here. It looks beautiful inside, by the way. I don't see any corrosion from the coolant. That's amazing news. Also the cooling jackets around the cylinders are gonna be beautiful. Okay, I have loose the valves or the bolts. Yeah, I was willing to say bolts. Yeah, with a V. I have already loosed it because most probably we're gonna change the cam adjusters with a new timing chain. That's what they told me. We're gonna see, we're gonna find out. Then I don't see any problem with the camshafts. Everything looks good. Let's see a couple of things because I have removed also the spark plugs here. This is 5, 6, 7, and 8 here. There is some oil consumption, and this is the 1, 2, 3, and 4. The best cylinder, it's the number 3 and number 4. These two cylinders. We're gonna see later on when we're gonna pull out the cylinder heads. I didn't even put the camera, it's not, doesn't matter. Alright. Then another thing that I want to mention, it's this one. This is a plastic piece. Okay. Now this one, if you try to open it, it breaks, and obviously you see the crack in the middle. You're not trusting that, you put a new one. Obviously, whenever you're opening the cover, even if it looks good, if it looks healthy, change it. You don't want to have a pieces. Sometimes they're breaking this one by their own. It's very fragile, you know, all this thing. So if you want my advice, if anybody opens to reseal the cover here, except of the seals for the fuel injectors here, that also this they start leaking, and then yeah, well, it's still okay, this one, but obviously I'm gonna put a new one, not gonna keep the old one. Put a new seals for the fuel injectors to don't have any headache. Change also the two small guides here for the timing chain to don't have any headache, for a peace of mind at least. You are already here, you know, so you don't spend more time to change these things. Covers looks beautiful, both of them. The spark plugs, like I said, has some oil consumption. The water pump, it spins freely. It doesn't make any sound, but it spins freely. It's gonna be much better to put a new one to don't have any headache. The thermostat I showed you yesterday, I think, that I'm saying that why I'm keeping this here? This is going for scrap. Why in hell have it there? For what? I don't want the nut, don't want nothing. The stuff that's broken. Where was I? Thermostat, new one. Alright. Turbochargers, I haven't even checked it. We're gonna see if we're gonna put a new one, upgrade one. Then I believe you're not gonna have a chain tension. You're not gonna have a check valve behind. Sorry, I have a little bit misfire. It's early morning. I haven't even drink all of my coffee. So check valve. You're not gonna have a check valve. Tensioner is gonna be the old part number. I didn't even check the part number, but that's what I believe. Right. Now, overall looks good. The other seal here, it's over there on the cover. Let me get it from there. Let's get it from here. Throw also this. I need to get one box to put this at the end. Moving on, continue. I said yesterday also for the brackets that because the early model, it's 2011, 2012, before 2012, you see that there is only these two brackets here, the other two brackets here, it's missing. I'm gonna put it, I'm not gonna leave it like that. And the same thing also from the back one. You see the two here, the other two are missing. The only thing that you can understand that this engine at the end, if I put a new cam adjusters with a new timing chain, the check valves and the new tensioners and all these things, the only way that you can understand if this engine it's before 2012, it will gonna be from the crankshaft bearing cap bolts down, okay, and from the engine number. These two things. All the rest will gonna be new. It's gonna be like 2015 as an example. Yep. Lovely. Stop talking, leave the phone down. The spark plugs, obviously, I just put it in place to put it on the video. As soon as I put on the video, I don't even have to keep it here. I don't care about the spark plugs. Yeah, it's one step colder. we're gonna put an HKS if they want, and we're gonna be gapped at 6/10 of a millimeter, not 0.55, because the customer is not looking for something crazy. 850 wheel horsepower. 850 wheel horsepower, you can make it easily, and you don't have to come crazy. If you are using ethanol, it's much easier. If you're not using ethanol, you have to rely on methanol. Anything else? Nothing more, nothing less. The NOx sensors I have already removed it. It's over there. Need to be washed. All these things. I'm not gonna get washed now. Like I said yesterday, priority getting block, crankshaft bearing caps down, and the timing cover, and send to the machine shop for sleeving. You see how nice, there is no corrosion even here back. Lovely. I throw this one down there. Alright. You're gonna see also at the end. And the owner, he's gonna get this in one box with a nylon bag inside. Don't come dirty the car inside, because we're gonna put it in the car, and when he receives the car, he'll gonna receive also the old parts. Just the only thing what I did, like I said yesterday, I throw the oil filter. There is no oil filter inside. I have already opened it. Okay. There's no seal, there's no filter inside. And I throw it in the garbage to don't have oil. The engine oil heat exchanger looks beautiful. No corrosion, no nothing. That's amazing. The gaskets for the oil return later on, the O-rings over there. Not now. It's not now the time. Now it's the time to remove the camshaft tensioners. The pin from here, I have to clean it first to be able to put the threads inside. This is more clean, but I'm gonna put a little bit of WD-40 to help me out. Okay, this put WD-40, I'm gonna put also brake cleaner to clean it, to wash it. I have some parts here to be able to clean it inside. It makes your life easier. You know, yeah, later. Leave it here. The toolbox I'm gonna use later. That's it for now. Moving on to see the tensioners. Like I said, I didn't even check the part number. Doesn't matter. When I open it, if the piston inside comes out, it's the old part number. Finish. And then these tensioners, you're gonna see it down there. Camshafts, timing chain tensioners. The pin here, one here and one here, out. Hydraulic lifters, out. The bolts are out, not the main. They're still on. Like I said earlier, there is no check valve. Alright, and guess why the tensioners are here? Because these tensioners are the old part number tensioners. Lovely. Let's pull out the heads. Do I forget something? Did I have to mention anything? Hydraulic lifters in a bucket like any other time. I just have to put a nylon on top to don't be contaminated. I'm cleaning them and breaking the pressure with different way. And then you put it inside of the fluid, on the oil, and then you suck a little bit of oil with that. Yes, move on. Let's pull out the cylinder heads. Nice, quiet, eh? You see if it's empty the garage? Early morning, that's the trick. Cylinder heads out. Looking good. Looking beautiful. Yeah, you see some carbon, burnt oil that has stuck on the exhaust valves. Alright, never mind, but it looks nice. Head gasket, the same thing. Guess what we have here? Guess what we have here? That's the number 5. See the cylinder wall? See from this side? Let me turn on the light. See the piston ring there? Here you don't see nothing. It's stuck front. This connector is bent. Not maybe, this connector is bent, that's what I'm saying, alright? Let's go to number 6. Stuck on the cylinder, smile to the piston ring. Hey, the number 6 connector is also bent. And it touches on the cylinder wall. You're gonna see that when you're gonna remove the piston connectors. You're gonna be much more visible, much easier to, much more clear to see. 7 looks much more acceptable. I don't see any problem here. I mean, you cannot see by eye because it might be a little bit more to the left. That's okay, acceptable. And the same thing also with the number 8. It's a little bit to the left. That's why you see more carbon here, it's a little bit more clean here. It's like this one here. So from this bank we have definitely 2 bend connecting rods. Alright. Bank 1. Number 4 cylinder looks acceptable. Looks okay. Number 3, yeah, acceptable. Number 2 looks okay. Alright, number 1. There we go. You don't see any piston ring, nothing there, and you see here the Grand Canyon. Classic. Then, what do we have here on the head gasket? What's that? One second, let me remove it. Let's remove the thing underneath. What's going on? What is stuck there? Whoop! What did I say before? Where will gonna be the seal? One second, let's remove. By the way, it looks like that nobody. Also the pin, it went out. Yeah, no worries. Keep it there. Keep it there. Nobody opened the cylinder head before. This is from the factory like that. That's what I believe. This goes back to the owner. What we have also here, take a look. That's where they stuck. Let me get that. Why it has so much clearance, this one? This is supposed to be a press fit. Alright, never mind. Keep it there later on. So, this seal here, what you see, is the seal that comes here on the thermostat. That's from here. The other one is over there. It's still on it. Is it? Yes, it is. That's how this looks like. This one is missing completely, and that's where they end up. Here we have also here. We have another one piece here. This one. This might be sealant. It might be sealant. Yeah, this is one of the reasons that I'm not using sealant. It's that to don't block any coolant path, especially this small here. Let me bring the pick from the toolbox. I think I have it somewhere here. Where I put it here. Let's remove the rest from here. It doesn't matter because I have to wash it. But this is from the thermostat O-ring. Yep. Thermostat seal. That's it. Here. That's the remaining. Alright. That's it. Let's open let's take out the head gasket also from this side. Also this will come out. Has one piece down there? No, it doesn't. Alright. Stay there. It doesn't matter because all these things, all the cylinders, they're gonna be disappeared to install the sleeves. And this, yes, this came out. It's supposed to be a little bit more tight here. Don't come out so freely, but it's okay, it's fine. Alright. Moving on. The thermostat seal, it's not the first time that you see that, right? This goes back to the owner with the old parts over there with the head bolts and the head gaskets and all these things. If you want my opinion, before the 100,000 kilometers, 60,000 miles, replace the thermostat because these seals, they're gonna start coming apart. And you see that on this engine, it was running on coolant and it doesn't have any corrosion, any sign. It looks very nice and clean all around the cylinders here. Okay, forget the cylinder from inside, but from outside there is no white things, what you see usually. So whoever wants to do it before 60,000 kilometers, 60,000 miles, 100,000 kilometers, yeah, it's a good thing to replace the thermostat, to don't have these kind of things. Because imagine, let us say you change the thermostat, both seals, they come apart and they're inside. And then you put another one, and then also the other seals that come apart and they're collecting again inside. You're gonna have a problem later on. If you want to keep the car in long terms, change the thermostat. That's my advice. Do whatever you want actually. It's not me. Let's start the video from the engine room. I have here, I brought inside the oil pump that I need to open it, clean it, inspect it, the fuel injectors with the fuel rail, and the high pressure pumps. Yesterday morning, I cleaned the engine room, I cleaned the tables to be nice. I cleaned everything actually, floor, everything, to don't have a dust, don't have nothing. Why? Because I was preparing to put together the 113K, 113K. This is ready, I just have to put it together. The parts are down over there. But I said, screw it, let me open the M157 because the machine shop needs at least 1 week to install the sleeves. And yeah, that's where we are. At least still clean down. There is some foot marks because I've stepped on the oil and I'm coming inside. Yeah, I don't want to make dirty this floor mat. This. I bought one, but don't want to make it dirty. That's why I'm keeping it there. Never mind. Let's go outside to see the engine. Okay, that's how does it looks like. Oil pump, like I said, it's inside of the engine room. Yeah, you see how I stuck this connecting rod. It's supposed to don't be there. It's supposed to be like the right one, not the left one. It's also the left, it's bent. This is bent, this is not, and this is bent. You see the clearance between the crankshaft and the connecting rod. Yeah, this is the worst. This you can see by eye. It's not straight. Alright, continue here front. What do we have here? Aha! Good thing that I didn't touch it. To put on the video. Cracked guide. Another crack here. This one's much better, but also this is gonna be a fragile. Yes, you see it's cracking. Expected. Yep. It might work well, your car, but it might be a ticking bomb. That's the thing. Also this small plastic piece that has the tensioner, the guide, that's sliding the chain, it's gonna be burnt inside. It's gonna have some small holes. I'm gonna show you. Just give me a second. Yeah, I need to remove the tension from there. What I'm trying to do. Yeah, 1 second. Moving on. Timing components all out. All right. I was expecting to be much worse than that. I was expecting to see some small holes here usually, but no, it's not that bad. Yes, it can break, it can crack, but it's not how I was expecting to see that. And the other side, it has some wear, obviously. I'm not going to use none of these things. The gear, even if it was a brand new gear, as soon as you're going to put a new timing chain, this gear doesn't fit. I have shown you this in the past. It doesn't come. Yeah, has a polishing mark here. This is not suffering that much, but as soon as I'm going to change, I'm going to put a new gear, I'm going to put also the bush, this where it's running. Let's take out piece connecting rods and crankshaft. And after that, I have to clean the block. So when I send it to the machine shop to be nice and clean like any other time. Let's take it out to see how this looks like. All the pieces of connectors are going to be here. I'm going to show you the worst. The worst, I'm going to keep it aside to see that, to play a little bit down the floor, on the table, wherever you're going to put it, you're going to see that's bent, the connecting rod. Yeah. It's at least 4 that are bent. I'm going to get the worst one to show you. By the way, by which way? By this way. This one is going to be the nightmare of the M157 owners. This seal here, what you see, not the coolant seal here that's outside. This seal is outside. This seal here, that's for the engine oil heat exchanger. It's the inner seal for this. This one, later on in a couple of years, is going to end up to be like the 113K, the seals on the timing cover from where it passed the coolant. because from one side it's passing coolant, from the other side it's passing oil for the heat exchanger. So later on, when it fail, you're gonna have coolant with oil. It is what it is, right? Yep. All right. Let me remove also these seals. This seal, and this one. Remove also the fitting that has here up. That's broken. Classic. Because I need to send also the timing cover, like I said. I don't want to have any headache with the. I want to align properly to the deck, the timing cover. Yeah. Disconnect notes out down there. I keep aside the worst one, like I said. Alright. Crankshaft still gonna go at the machine shop for one light polishing. Like I said before, has the old bolts that you can put the new bolts in the middle, the silver color, to don't put the old one. And the outer you have to get a new one from the old design. Alright, that's perfect fine. I have done this, I'm doing this all the time actually. I never use, not reuse bolts, I never put new old design bolts in the middle. On the outer, you get a new old design bolts. Yeah, that's the right one. Then, crankshaft spins fine. We have all the upper bearings, number 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2, and lower bearings. You see that the crank, it spins nicely, beautiful. It shouldn't have any problem. You're not gonna have any catastrophic failure, any of the bearings or something. It should be beautiful. Then, lower bearings. Lower we have yellow, white, red, red, and red all over the place. Oh boy. Focus, stupid piece of thing. It won't gonna focus? No, it's not gonna focus. Here, focus on my hand. Yeah, in any case, like I said, yellow, white, red, red, and red. The white, the fifth, it's red. The thrust washers are the old thrust washers that are thinner than the new models. You cannot put the 2.04 millimeters, you have to put the 1.96 millimeters per thrust washer. Doesn't matter, it's not changing anything because it's not the manual transmission. It does have a clutch that you are pushing it, and it's total fine. They don't have any problem. You put a new one and everybody happy. Just you put the thin one. And definitely, if you watch different videos, previous videos, I'm saying exactly the same things what I'm saying right now. It's not something new. What else? There's, oops. Come on. Let's see this piston here. All right. You see how does it looks like? You do not trust this piston or the piston rings, obviously. This is because it was sideways, because it was hitting the cylinder wall. Now, let me remove the wrist pin. I'll remove the safe. All right. You can see this on the floor as well, you know. You don't have to put it on a machine surface to see that it's bent. Hey, lovely. All right. It's not only that. I can find another 3 here easily. But screw it, doesn't matter, it's not changing anything. Connection of bearings, yeah, it's decent, it's not bad. Obviously you don't reuse it, you put a new one, classic. You can see also the rest. This is fine and acceptable. This is, yeah, it's okay. You see that here it's less carbon, here it has much more carbon. Also this connection is gonna be bent. Nope, there we go. Bend connect rod. This is gonna be slightly, and the same thing with that one. Yep. Nah, also this one. That's how this looks like from up. I mean, if you put a camera inside of the cylinder and you see the piston like this, that from one side has too much carbon and from the other side it's clean, like this one, yeah, prepare yourself. you can see also the gap that has between the piston and the cylinder wall. I didn't put a camera on this engine because it's pointless since I'm gonna open the engine. Let's make it upside up to see how it looks like the cylinders, right? And then we're gonna open the crankshaft. But what I'm gonna do after that, because I'm not gonna continue the video, I need to remove the crankshaft, bolt down again the crankshaft bearing caps without the main bearings, remove the cooling jets from there. There you go. Alright, keep the crankshaft full of oil to send at the machine shop for one light polishing like any other time. Then cleaning the engine block, degrease the engine block to be nice and dry, you don't have a sealant, put the timing cover, crankshaft bearing caps back in place, wrapping it and sending it at the machine shop for sleeves. So let's make it upside up the... Yeah. Hi sir, how you doing sir? Good? Good morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it? Alright, let's make it upside up. Dang it, I have to clean also the valley. Yeah. Let me get a rag. Cylinder number 1. Cylinder number 1 is okay. It's okay from the point of scoring. It does have any scoring or something. Number 2, it's okay. Number 3, it's fine. Nothing wrong, nothing to see here. Obviously, I'm not checking it for a run out, alright? I'm checking to see if it has a score in the cylinder walls. On an open deck, it's a good thing to have a torque plate to get a measurement for the cylinders. The torque plates are inside the engine room. Ah, yeah, I need to send also the torque plates at the machine shop. Where are you going with that? Number 5, let's turn on the light. Number 5, you see what's touching here. You leave some aluminum here or what? Yeah, this you can feel it even by finger that it's not round like here. It's all over the place. Yeah, we have some scoring there. I was expecting to be much worse than number 5. Let's see the number 6. Number 6. As soon as compromise the cylinder wall, you forget it. And again, if you put the camera inside and you put the piston at bottom dead center, you should be able to see all these things. Number 7, nice, decent, no scratches. And number 8 looks okay. So what's going on now? If the number 5 and number 6, it didn't have this scoring here, you should be able to get some healthy pistons, not the one that they touch already on the cylinder wall. Get some aftermarket connector rods, drop in, and you can close it back successfully without any problem. But not as soon as you have a scoring on the specific cylinder, you're gonna do nothing. Hey, lovely. That's it. Did I forget something? Nice, spins beautiful. Yeah, even when it sits on the lower bearings, it spins nice, it doesn't bite anywhere, the crank, lovely. Now, I need to remove the seals. I said earlier to remove the seals, I didn't remove the seals. From the timing cover, washing everything, sending it to the machine shop. That's it for now, right Mr. Derek? Sure. Also, it's coming Mr. Derek here to see. You had a good breakfast, sir?
Yes, sir.
Nice, lovely. Old parts in one box with some other seals and some other stuff. The crankshaft main bearings, I'm going to keep it for my reference with the thrust washers. So, like what I'm doing all the time, when it comes the time I'm throwing it, I'm giving it back to the owner. Some bolts, gasket seals, don't make me repeat myself. That's it, over and out. The next part, when I'm going to receive back the block with the sleeves, and it's been resurfaced and it's been also machined the timing cover, and when I'm going to prepare and clean everything, you're gonna see that later, like any other video. I mean, like this video, I have another, I don't know, 20 videos. Go back and check it. The same thing. Somebody asked before, fuck, why I remember everything the last second, regarding the vacuum pump, where it goes the membrane that has the check valve for the fitting of the vacuum pump. It's down over there. Usually, where you're gonna find it? Either you're gonna find it in the screen here inside. So when you are washing this frame, you need to change the o-ring front there that goes to the oil pump. When you're washing it, it might come out in pieces. You're gonna see 2-3 pieces. Or sometimes when you're draining the oil, it just go down, it's just draining with the oil and you cannot find it. What's that? We have one piece here. One steel piece. Don't ask me what the fuck is that. Yeah, alright, like I said, I'm continuing here. You're gonna see next video when it comes back from the machine shop. I need to remove also these 2 pins, take it out. The other 2 I put it over there, lovely. And then washing. Before I wash these parts, I have to go to fix to put together the 113K. Cylinder heads can stay on the floor for now, not a big deal, keep it there until I prepare the block. Yeah, need to remove it also from the engine stand to clean here back the sealant for the crankshaft rear seal to be nice and spotless, because once again when it comes back with the sleeves you cannot pressure wash it, you cannot put a petrol, you cannot put a brake cleaner because it has a glue and has an o-rings and it's not very good. So that's why you clean very well before, and then when it comes back you need a minimum to clean it to be everybody happy. That's it, over and out, for now at least. Well, what, we're gonna be half-hour video or we're gonna be 3 minutes video? We're gonna find out.